All I'd ask though, in the same spirit, is that you understand that we are looking at some other factors which are important to you and to your neighbors and to people of Maryland as well, and trying to get the best result we can on both of these issues.
My name is Dan Weber. I'm a floor maker at 193. I'm also the spokesperson for the LNG plant. Your first statement, it sounds like the governor doesn't want the LNG because of the safety. I live in the community. I live no more than 10 miles away from it. And I've been told that the fire department and the coast guard can handle what's necessary to be done down there. Also, I want to let you guys know, and I want to let him know, Sparrows Point's in bad shape right now. Real bad shape. And a lot of people in the community, my neighbors, are going to possibly lose jobs down there and their homes. And this project is going to help with revitalization of that area. And I think it desperately needs to be done. We need these jobs in there to help this community out. I live in the community. You're not talking to somebody that's 100 miles away. And that's why I care about it so much, because I actually live there. And I want to see my neighbors, people who live down the street from my father, people that live down the street from me, losing jobs and losing homes. And I just want you guys to know that.
I appreciate that. In fact, I thought I was pretty, and I understand a lot that's been said today. I appreciate there's a lot of sentiment on this on both sides of the immediate neighborhood. There's folks for, there's folks against. In terms of the issues you're describing, in fact, the Baltimore City firefighters did participate in being with the governor. They apprised them of how they view things. Coast Guard hasn't made a decision yet. They're still evaluating. That's one of the more key decisions that have to be made.
Actually, they have. They've issued the letter of recommendation.
Well, I don't think they, I don't want to debate you, but I talked to Captain O'Malley not 3 weeks ago, and they're not finished their review process.
It's done.
Well, it was
All
done.
the resources have been identified, all the answers have been made.
So you have all your permits from the Coast Guard?
All we need to do.
You have all your permits from the Coast Guard? Do you have
Yes.
all your permits?
Yes.
Well, then you don't,
Yes.
then you don't have to worry about the Coast Guard.
All we need
And
to
Captain
do.
O'Malley will confirm that?
All we need to
And
do.
Captain O'Malley will confirm that?
All we need to do.
And Captain O'Malley will confirm that?
All we need to do is get the resources.
Both can't talk.
All we need to do is get the resources.
I don't want to
We're not going get the
I
resources
don't want
before we
to
have a
I
problem.
don't want to misrepresent Captain O'Malley.
We have a letter.
But 3 weeks ago, I inquired, just out of curiosity, because I knew I would be coming up here.
And
to
he said we
discuss.
don't have the
He
resources.
says AES has not completed the review process.
We don't have the resources. And why would we have the resources 4 years before they're needed?
I'm, fine. Then what you're saying is that the Coast Guard has not given you approval because they put on you a burden that you don't believe you can meet.
No.
What if,
The Coast Guard has issued the water suitability report, the Coast Guard has issued their letter of recommendation. Both of those documents say, once you get these resources, you're okay. That's all we have to do is get the resources.
so you have continuing obligations under that?
We have an obligation that we have to get the resources.
Well, I mean,
And so Governor O'Malley has proposed, because we don't have resources 4 years in advance of a project that hasn't received its final approval yet.
no.
The state of Maryland has issued an independent risk assessment that says the risks are manageable. We've presented all kinds of conservative studies that say worst case impact doesn't affect anybody in the public. He approves a nuclear power plant. He approves the red lines, where we just had a few weeks ago a very serious accident down the metro system in Washington. But safety issues don't come up there. I go with Rod on this.
That's not true. I mean, safety issues did come up with the government, and they were addressed. Safety issues do come up on the red lines, and they're addressed. All I'm saying on yours, and frankly, you want to pick a fight, I'll be happy to get into a fight, but I wasn't picking a fight. What I was saying is that there are appropriate agencies that have to address that. It's my understanding, and admittedly, I didn't cross-examine him. Really, more out of curiosity than anything else. Last time I saw Captain O'Malley, I said, "How is the AES application going? Is it nearing completion. He said, no, there's still additional material we have to receive. It's not been finalized yet. Now, that was a casual conversation. I'll be happy to ask them the specific questions. But my main point on that was that there are appropriate agencies that have to deal with that you have to deal with, irrespective of the position of the government. Now, if you want to argue with that, I'm happy to argue about it.
You're absolutely right.
We're going to take this any further. We're not going to take it any further. In respect to the secretary, he came here as a guest. He came here to answer questions, and you know he's got a difficult position to be in. He is just a messenger. He's not whatever. And you understand, Mr. Secretary, also this is a passionate issue to all of us, and sometimes, and I apologize for my emotions getting a little bit out of the way, but this is something that everybody in this room is deeply concerned about and passionate about and tempers meritoire, but we don't want it to get ugly, and please do not kill the messenger. We respect you, we appreciate you coming here today, and we don't want you to leave here today without